fast, fatal heart impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful thoughts and past. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kyusho here, and now, whenever we last left off with this series, quite a lot has happened. In the last part, we had Deku, who he has finally at least gotten away from that dream world he's been stuck in. Now, the events of the party went very badly. The alien inside Deku's mind, it's freaked out. It already had plans to attack the gala event. However, something went wrong. Deku escaped from his own mind, and we do at least currently have a week later, where Deku was found lying in a hospital bed, and well, he was being questioned by Adam. Did he kill his father, and what is his relationship with his sister? And right now Deku is trying to think about those two questions, as we do currently pick with him right now. Adam, listen, I want to know the answer. Tell me, you were under possession whenever you killed my father, but were you under possession whenever you were with my sister? Listen, Adam, it's a lot more complicated than that. Complicated? I see. So, killing my father is complicated, and taking my sister as yours is complicated? Adam, I'm going to look towards James, as he's going to remind him, he was under possession. Everybody they've at least known has been under possession before. They were left as nothing more than husk, or brain dead. Right now, they have a rare opportunity, and he is currently trying to put personal affairs in front of this. Ask him the right questions. That is what his father taught him. Right. Thank you, James. So, you said you had something to tell me. Tell me, were you possessed whenever you killed my father? I was. The last real clear memory I have was leaving the installation your mother was at. I see. That was roughly, well, after the gala event, or, well, the event, about 43 days ago. 43 days? Oh, God. Is something wrong? I just... That's a long time. I see. So, do you mind filling us in on exactly what you've been experiencing? Or do you just have a large gap there? That's a more difficult question. I'm still fuzzy on it, but, Christ. I need a minute to sort through this information. You know something. I know a lot of things right now. Adam, I was able to break free or fight back a few times. Every time the alien thought I was going to break free, it decided to try and reset. However, it did that a few times. Ah, I see. You were in a dream world. Yes? Fuck, am I still in one? No, you're fine. I've been catching up on older movies. Okay, so how did you make the connection to me being stuck in a dream world from this and resetting? I believe you humans call it the Matrix. You know, I'd be angry if that didn't perfectly make sense. Alright, so there is that information. Everybody who's been possessed, they're stuck in their own mind. That gives us a lot to go off of. And right now, I'm curious. How does that experience feel? Feel? Christ, I don't even know where to begin. I have three different versions of my own life in my head right now, even my actual life. And you want to know the worst part about those? Each one of those versions are better than my real life. Really. Yes, Adam. In every version of my life, except for reality, my parents are alive. I grew up with them. I got to talk to my dad again. I got to hug my mom. And people in my life, they weren't scared of my powers. Whenever I used them for the first time in those worlds, I was comforted. I wasn't looked at like I was a fucking loony case, like a crazy bastard. My friend who died in my arms. There, they were, they were alive. I got to see them do what I was doing. I took on my job as a detective because they wanted to help people. I was helping people still, but he was alive. Now, I don't just look at Deku's face. He's crying tears. He's never seen this man do that. Um, okay, but how long would you say you were there for? I don't even know where to begin. Things go south whenever I meet Amelia. Things seem to follow that pattern from what I can tell. A little bit before that, actually. There's Claire, there's James, there's Denki. Those are some of the faces I do remember. People who are in my friend group there. Hmm? You have no memories of me. No, I've seen you, but I can't place you. I don't know. Me and you don't really interact very much. I think it placed James there because it knew I'd recognize him immediately. And how so would you do that? Adam. He has a human disguise. I've seen his face whenever he disguised as a human. Amelia was disguised as a human. In that world, the Etzos, they never came to Earth. Really? Yeah, that's the weird part. So you knew my sister. In every reality. Yeah, she's consistent. And she was an alien in only this one. The last one was the last one was hard. And I almost I almost got trapped there. I don't even know what to say, but as for me and your sister Adam, that's that's mine and her business. For fuck's sake. No, it is not. As the king, I have the right to know. My father should have been able to understand this, know about this. And how did you find out? Because whenever I asked her about this, why she stuck by your side, why she was acting so strangely, I discovered she was linked to you mentally. And how did you do that? It's quite obvious. Whenever in Etso they link with their partner, there is at least, well, I don't even expect you to understand it. There is a bit of a cue, something that only people close to that person can pick up. And right now, I've only ever seen that cue with my mother and father. And whenever I saw her doing that, I noticed. She did that by your side. She always stuck by you. Whenever I questioned her about it, she admitted to it. And there's also the fact that the media, they think there's something going on between you two. I questioned her because of that. Not because of that thing she was doing. That is how I put it together. The media? Yes. There is a picture circulating of both of you two embracing. And as you humans would put it, kissing. Fuck. Yes. Now, how long has this been going on for? Okay, Adam, it's been going on for more than a year. Before we were even on Earth, Yeah, yeah. It's, I think about it. Me and her have almost known each other for 2 years. More than half the time my sister has known you, you two have been romantically involved? Um, what do you mean by that? You know exactly what I mean by that. Have you or have you not? Adam, I'm not answering that. That means yes. No, it doesn't. Humans, whenever they avoid a question, it always means yes. They don't lie. You won't lie straight to my face. Adam, listen to me. That is the least important bullshit right now. I have information on the fucking Dratix and the fucking Trequa. The what? If you let me explain, the Dratix is the machines, and the Trequa, they're the orbs, aren't they? You catch on quick. What do you know? Is that their name of their species? Is that what it's what we can call them? What? Their language, it doesn't translate to ours. Those are the closest things I've found to it. My head's fuzzy, and there's a bunch of bullshit I'm seeing. What are you talking about? Listen, I'm still messed up right now, but give me time and let me talk to you, okay? We can talk about this like adults, instead of you trying to scream at me for answers whenever I just woke up from a fucking week-long coma. That would be best. I will be leaving now. That'd be where Adam's going to stand up. And he's going to walk out of the room. And we do actually have where Adam, he does going to open the door. You do have Amelia who does come walking inside. And Deku, the one he does going to see her, he does going to somewhat face away. Him going to avert his eyes. Hey, are you doing okay? Her sitting down next to Deku. Before she actually is going to bring her hand up and go to grab onto his shoulder. Isuku. Sorry, Amelia. Don't apologize. I'm glad you're okay. I know, but I killed. That wasn't you. Amelia, you can't just say that to me. No, it wasn't you. I know it wasn't. I'm just, I'm glad you're okay. Whenever I saw you like that, I thought I lost you. I mean, seriously, the things that were going through my head, I've seen someone get taken over that way. They're, they're, um, they're gone. Or so I thought. I was so terrified something happened to you. You kept mumbling whenever we pulled you out of the rubble. Were you hurt? Look at me. Deku going to turn his head. Him going to look right at Amelia. And does somewhat smile and breathe a sigh of relief whenever she doesn't seem to be injured. Thank God. So, if I am to interject, Adam, or Deku and Amelia both going to look towards James. I do have questions. Of course you do. Okay. Now, was this relationship going on whenever I came to Earth? It was, yeah. That's whenever we first started dating, actually. First started. It was very early on. I see. That explains quite a lot, actually. I had my suspicions. You didn't say anything? It was not my place. Lady Amelia, if I would have said a word, you could have me executed on these claims. Claiming to have a relationship with a human whenever we still don't even know much about them. That is still a noteworthy thing to know. However, I am very curious. Exactly what have you seen, Izuku? Huh. Yeah, that's um that's a lot harder to sort out. Now, Amalisha's gonna lower her hand, hurrying it down to Deku's hand and going to grab onto it. And Deku, the moment he does get at least see that, he is actually going to squeeze her hand. However, he does try to be careful. As whenever he does, at least going to start squeezing, Amelia is going to squeeze back. And Deku, he does try to match her grip. As he's going to look back towards James. That's, hard. I saw many glimpses, many things. The Troikwa, they see themselves as gods. In the most literal sense, they think they've become gods. And that, it's a terrifying thought. Is it? It is. I've seen what they did to themselves. In fact, it's almost nightmarish to say, but there was some sort of creature. I don't even know how to describe it. Many limbs, many appendages, and, well, they were dying. They were dying. Their species, they had a disease, a sickness, something. It destroyed half of their population, and then they discovered this. They knew what made them immune to the disease. No flesh, no blood, no illness, no death. They transformed themselves. And then they started to take on other not humans, other ra- other races' powers, other races' bodies. They're just, it's horrifying. They abandon all their tech to become gods. I've seen the memories of this thing that took me over. I've seen it travel to distant worlds just to rule them, strip them of their resources, and rip apart planets. And then there's actually where they encountered the Dratix. That is the machines. Izuku, how do you know this? I'm not sure. I'm getting glimpses of its memories. That thing, it died whenever we were at the party, right? Yes, it did. There was something strange coming out of your eyes. Was there? Yeah. What was it? We don't know. However, we're analyzing it. The samples we took, they don't match up with anything we found. Our expanded periodic table from our elements, they don't know either. And the fact is, we're even looking into the, as you call them, the Trequa? I don't know how to explain it, but it's gonna match the Trequa because it's part of their bodies. Are you serious? Are you saying that we have an actual sample of their biology right now? We do. However, that's not one of my main concerns right now. I'm seeing a lot of things, strange symbols, and I don't even know how to describe them. My mind feels flooded right now, and I can't decipher it all. Izuku, do you need some help? Um, Amelia, I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, I don't know if this will bombard you. Izuku, it's fine, okay? If I can't handle it, I'll pull away. Just let me help you take the strain off, okay? Amelia, I wouldn't suggest that. James, your input is noted, but please shut the fuck up. Uh, Apologies. Sorry. No, do not. I will just be quiet. Okay. Are you ready? Now, Amelia's going to bring her hands onto Deku's head, as she's actually going to lean forwards and put her forehead to his own. as Deku actually is going to bring his hands up and do the exact same thing. When we do it with the two, they do start to focus. And right now, they do enter the headspace. As Deku, he does going to look towards Amelia. Her standing right in front of him, and going to ask him if he knows what's going on. Because she does actually start to feel something. Yeah, it's off. Look at this place, though. What's going on? I don't know. I mean, the grass is different. And our shadows. Deku looking down towards his shadow. Whenever he does going to move his left hand, he does going to pay attention to his shadow. It's right there underneath him and behind him. But there's no sun in the sky. Now, Deku would look straight up. The sun's supposed to be in sunset, at least by the edge of the horizon, but there's something floating directly above them. Amelia? What is it? Her going to look up, and her eyes, they do go to widen, as there is that floating orb. Right now, it just looks like a metallic ball. However, it's just giving off light? That can't be right. Should we be worried about that? It's not alive. Are you sure? I don't even know. I think it's dead. But it's still in your head. Yeah. I noticed. But it's dead. It shouldn't be here. Now, the thing just started to float down. Whenever Deku would reach out for it. And Amelia, she actually going to talk to Deku about how that may be a bad idea. I know, but it's something, alright? Now, Deku, he does at least bring this thing down. As whenever he does going to reach his hand out for it, he just hesitates. He can feel these sparks connecting to his fingertips. And whenever Deku just fully places his hand on top of it, he does start to understand why he was getting strange visions. Why he was getting so much strange interference. As we do actually have back in the real world. Whenever Deku, he actually is the one to pull away. Him immediately going to turn and go to rip the ivy out of his arm. Going to stand onto his feet as he's going to somewhat almost fall over. Him actually going to levitate up into the air as he's going to fly towards the hospital room door. I know what to do. Now, Amelia is actually going to chase after him, asking what is he doing. Now, whenever Deku is going to throw open the door, you do actually have Adam, who he does going to directly look at Deku as he does see him flying. What are you doing? James, no. Adam, listen, right now, where is the machine man? Where is it? It's currently somewhere in a secret lab. Why? Because you said there was something found in the crash, right? A responder, a black box of sorts? Yes, there was. Why are you asking me that? I've seen its language. I can decode it. The Trequa, they've done it before. They know how they speak. They know their language. They know how to defeat them. They know a lot. Listen, my head is pounding. But the information, I need to get there. I need to help them open it. What? Listen, the Trequa, they had many things. Much information. And right now, that thing, it holds many, many secrets. The machine men, they have data on a ton of stuff. The machines and other things they interact and, well, force their own tech into. Listen, if you can take me there now, we can learn their tech, learn how to use it. And it might be the key to help at least trying to defend against both enemies. The Trequa, they're scared. They can be killed. The machine men, they found a way. They have weapons to do it. You can't be serious. I'm going to stand up. Immediately running over to Deku and asking if he's actually sure. I swear on my life. Now, get me to the lab. Now, Amelia Shax is kind of confused and a bit scared, asking Izuku if he's really sure about this. Amelia, I'm completely sure. Now, Deku is going to bring up his hand, and Amelia she actually has to grab onto it, asking if he can calm down. Sorry, sorry. Listen, Amelia, I know you didn't see it, but it's incredible. I don't even know how to describe it. It's amazing. It's it's our key to our survival. Now, Adamine is going to look at Deku. Before he does, he's going to mention to him that he's scaring her. What? You just woke up after a coma. You just woke up after possession. Right now, allow us to help you. You need to stop using your powers. But we need to get there fast. We need to get there in an instant, if possible. Izuku, I understand. Listen, Claire, I can give her a call. She'll be on her way, okay? Claire? Okay, but seriously though, this is big. Amelia, I I can I can help actually do stuff. Now, Amelia she is staring at Deku. Deku he's smiling. She's never seen him smile like that before, even whenever he was possessed. Okay, Izuku, just listen. We'll call Amelia. We'll call Claire, and she'll come get us. Okay? She can help fly us to the base. Actually, there's a problem with that. What is the problem with that? Amelia, this technology, we know nothing about it. In fact, it's not even on Earth. Where is it then? Well, that is fairly complicated, in fact. Due to the fact that there are multiple missions right now to mine foreign resources from other planets in the system, we had to set up a base somewhere where not a lot of people they'd be able to find it. In fact, it's gonna be a bit of a journey. Um, okay, how far? Um, well, uh, that is the problem. Have you ever heard of the small planet known as Pluto? Brother, it's not a planet, but it orbits their sun. It's a dwarf planet. What is a dwarf planet? It's a smaller planet that isn't considered a planet. Okay, but why is it called a dwarf planet if it's not a planet? Okay. He told me that these arguments happen whenever you talk about shit like this. It's like the argument, water is wet. But it's water. It isn't wet. But it's made of the liquid that makes it wet, right? Ah, I see. It's one of these problems. Mm-hmm. Now, are we done? Yes, we are. Okay. I'll stay with him and give my friend a call. I'll give you a call whenever we can get there, okay? Amelia, are you sure about this? I mean, I already don't like leaving you with him. Brother, I've known him for over a year. Almost 2 years, actually. So, I can say for certain I trust him. Amelia, that is not the problem. He murdered our father. I understand, but that wasn't him. So stop blaming him for it. Amelia, I can't just roll over on that. This issue is huge. He saved our mother, and in doing so, getting involved with that, that is how our father died. He was attacked and possessed. Did we hold the soldiers accountable whenever they were possessed? On our planet? whenever they were forced to kill their friends, their allies, their loved ones, their own people? Amelia, none of them survived. They turned to husk. They were used as weapons. So, brother, use your own logic here. You're only mad at him because he survived. Now, Adam, he does get to stare at Amelia, and he does get angry. He does want to yell at her for her insubordination. The fact that she's directly disobeying him as king. It makes him mad. And right now, he does just gonna walk away. Yes, his sister, she technically is in the wrong to him, but there is one he does start to think about it. Deku gave up everything for the Etzos. He gave up everything for Amelia. His literal identity on Earth was compromised. And from what he does understand, his way of life was completely changed by them. And there's the fact that he did at least shelter and hide Amelia. He didn't react the same way as regular humans would, i.e., either being the ones to run away, scream, or attack. Now, that does still concern him. He does know that Amelia has reported times where humans, they may or may not have tried to get violent whenever she was on her recon mission. However, there actually was never she report about this human in particular. Whenever she analyzed him and found out that he had mental abilities, that was a game changer. And there actually was whenever they were able to come to Earth. He remembers the harsh environment of that planet, and exactly how bad things were. He actually had a few of his close acquaintances die, and right now that does worry him. He does want to check on at least somebody who did survive. Somebody he does blame himself for dying. He wanted to go on that recon mission. He wanted to help. However, his priorities, they did seem to be unaligned with the mission. So ultimately he wasn't there. He just walked away from it. If he didn't, though, what would have happened instead? Now, this does actually annoy him, as he would start to get something ready for their flight. We do currently have at least Deku, where he's sitting down in his hospital bed and trying to go over the information in his head. As whenever he does go to look to his right, he does go to see his phone, and he is kind of confused. Going to reach out and grab it, before we're going to open it up and see a few things. Shit. Okay. Deku typing a few things. As you do actually have where he does look at it. The news coverage is all talking about it. The attack on the mansion that caused the potential harm of Etzos and humans. And right now the group in questions all over the news. And then Deku actually is going to see the picture. The one that's being spread about him and Amelia. Deku is lying there with his suit destroyed. He's in rags. And Amelia, she's holding onto and clutching his body with a look in her eyes that shows that she's worried. And there actually is whenever she actually does go to at least go and move in close to him and hold on to him. And that's only one of the images. Whenever you does to swipe, you do actually at least have a few other images from the party. Amelia bringing her hand up to his face, and Deku going to at least look away. And at least trying to avoid this. There's even the fact that there is a picture of them kissing. Now, Deku, he does see that. And it does concern him. People were spying on them. That's the only way they could have gotten these images. It is still very hazy for Deku. He's trying to remember all these things, but this new information, the stuff he knows about the lights, this information he has on the machines, it's literally going to change the world. Everything they know about science, anything, technology, it's going to revolutionize it. This might as well be the next industrial revolution. And right now it's all going to come from just one simple thing. The understanding of this technology. Now, Deku, he is very excited. And we do actually have where Claire would eventually go to arrive. And she actually is a bit more surprised whenever she does go to see Deku. The last time she saw him, he was on the news. because he was burned and scarred from the attack of the Machine Man. And right now, the next time she saw him on the news and is going to meet him is whenever he's on the news because he may or may not have gotten involved with a princess. What the fuck is this guy's life? Now, Claire, she actually is driving. And we do have Adam, who's in the passenger seat, and Deku and Amelia in the back seat. And Claire, she actually is a bit more confused. So, have you guys been? It's a lot, Claire. I know. So, I was told by Amelia that you were possessed. How did that go? That's a hard question to answer, actually. Why is it difficult to answer? I just, uh, uh, well, I relived three different versions of my own life. Are you actually serious? Yeah, yeah. I gotta talk to my dad. Gotta see him again. Gotta talk to my friend again, and that was oddly therapeutic. Did you know? Yeah, and I think I qualified for a PhD, but that's not the weirdest part. These, I don't even know how to even explain it. You can explain it a bit more on the ship. Pardon me, but you're not authorized to go with us. Listen, pal, I don't give a fuck if you're the prince. My car, my rules. Besides, I'm not missing out on looking at this alien tech. Hmm? Excuse me? Do you have any idea who you're talking to? Do you have any idea who's driving the car? Listen, Adam, you might not want to do that. Pardon me, but I do have authority here. I do have jurisdiction over who goes to the base and who does not. Oh, okay, fine. We're going to stop the car. And you do actually have where Adam, he does look right at her. What are you doing? I'm stopping. You have jurisdiction, right? So do I. Right now, I have jurisdiction over my car. If you don't like it, you can get out and fly. Ground's about a mile down. So, go ahead. I know you can fly with your powers. Besides, I know you'll be fine. We'll get there when we get there. I can drop these two off and go. Okay, you do not understand this at all. Adam? What? Adam. What, Amelia? She's a stubborn human. Besides, once she does this type of stuff, she really can't have her mind changed. Fine. Whatever. If my sister says it, it must be true. Because apparently she knows more than I do about a lot of things. Adam turning his head towards Deku. And Deku just gonna look right at Adam. Before he does go to sit in awkward silence. Hey Claire. What is it? Do you have something that I could use to code? Code? Why do you need to code? Um, a lot of reasons, but mainly because of alien information in my head. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to question that. What type of alien information? Mainly data on how to reverse engineer the tech. My laptop is look in the well, I don't even know what to say. I don't even remember what it's called. She just tell Deku, hang on. We're gonna reach our hand out and grab onto the center consoles. Her going to tap a button as it does going to slide backwards. Her reaching down and grabbing something that is small and rectangular. Her going to hand it backwards towards Deku, telling him that if he does break it, he's buying it. Alright, thanks. Now, Deku is going to do one thing. He does go to pull apart a small little metal bar, one that he does hold in his hand. Before he does go to at least turn it on, and it does start to magnetate or at least make the metal, well, square now, or not square. It does make the metal rectangle somewhat levitate up into the air. Before Deku is going to bring his hands up and go to pull it apart. As he does start to at least open up a few things. And the moment he is going to open it up, he does going to look at the numbers on it. as he'll start to at least tap onto a few things. And Claire starts to look into the rearview mirror, seeing what Deku's doing. What the hell? What? I've never seen a code like that. Already? But he just started. No, it just... Now, Claire's going to focus back on the road, asking exactly what he's going to do. I don't exactly know. I'm just repeating what my mind's telling me. Alright. Well now, if that is done, I believe that we should just get there. We will have time on the ship. More than enough. And we can properly discuss a few things. Now, Deku, yeah. He is not looking forward to discussing this with Adam. However, Amelia, she is at least going to step up, telling Adam to just leave it. Right now, they have more important things. I will leave this for right now. However, do be aware, sister. This man, more than likely, he is going to be in a lot of trouble when we do return. If this information is not good. Oh, really? So you're getting involved in my life now too? I am not getting involved with your life. I am doing what is best for our species. Really? So you're trying to make sure you do what's best for me? What if I'm happy with him? It is not that, Amelia. You know what I do mean. Really? Because it just sounds like you are angry. You are finding a reason to get angry at something. And you are angry at him. It wasn't him. We already had this conversation. Now, the two do bigger back and forth. And that is actually where Claire, she's at least going to do one thing. She's going to at least reach out and start to turn up the music a bit more. And the moment that it starts to happen, both Adam and Amelia, they are just staring at each other. And Deku is still going to code. As they do get to a ship and going to blast off for the base. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.